Just got a tip, there's no debate. I know a gent that'll set you straight. It's Vinny Valentine. Good fellow who's got what it takes. A New Yorker to make no mistake. It's Vinny Valentine. And if you're feeling real blue, call on Vinny. He's gonna tell you who's better than you. Elizabeth Street, Little Italy. Hangs with his pals, yeah, that's where he'll be. It's Vinny, a friend of mine. Stand-up guy from the Lower East Side. Take it from me, he's one of a kind. It's Vinny Valentine.
Who's better than you? Welcome to Tell It Like It Is. And Carisa will be back. Carisa Clark will be back next week. She was out on maternity leave.
God bless her.
Don't look at me like that. I have nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? She was out on maternity leave. And so tonight we have a hell of a show. Because if you think you're seeing a little bit of me, you're going to see more of me. Because I got Joe and JT that want to put me on the cover of a new magazine.
Not want to. We are putting you in a magazine.
Oh, yeah. What did I say?
It's okay.
Oh.
First of all, Vinny.
Oh, okay.
Let's give Vinny Vella a round of applause.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I go back with Vinny a very long time. Vinny is like family, and he's helped my company, JT Talent Enterprises, out so many times with so many different films. Basically, this is Joe. Joe is the owner and my partner for the magazine. Joe came up with a magazine, what was it, about a year ago? Something like that?
Right around September 2016.
Right.
Yep.
And what happened was, when I met Joe at a fashion event, in fact, Vinny, this is the one that I invited you to, but you were busy, you couldn't make it. We were doing for Fashion Week.
I was doing what?
Invited you to come for Fashion Week.
Yeah.
This is before I met Joe. And you,
Fashion Week, I like going to.
Oh, he loves Fashion Week.
You know?
So what happened was, we were at LeGrand, and my event partner, Ryan Chapman, Success with Teamworks, we did this event. And basically, I met this guy named Joe, and I heard it, Ed, and and he came up to me, and we were talking about, magazines. So I said, I'm working currently with another magazine as well, but right now it's kind of on hold. I said, but, I would love to put some people in your magazine. So at first it started where he wanted to do an article on me, and then I said, I have some other people. So eventually we started talking, and I flooded the magazine with a lot of my clients and friends. So we decided that I'd be the official talent booker, and we did our first big issue together, which is the October issue, Vinny.
Okay.
And what happens is my sister, Courtney Turner, on the cover. And can we get a close-up on this? I feel like I'm doing the show.
Go ahead.
Anyway, now you see this cover? Vinny Vella will be on the cover of this on December. We're doing the shoot October 21st. Let's give him a round of applause for that.
It's funny because I thought they were going to put me on, when he said December, I thought they were going to put me on the cover as Santa Claus.
Yeah. So
And then I said
But
Santa
he's
Claus.
going to be on the cover with a very beautiful model, so you just...
Which one is my, is that my pay or is...
a little bit of both. No, but
You'll be pleasantly surprised.
Oh, yeah. Well, this model, this is a friend of Joe's, Lorna. Joe, tell about the magazine.
Well, first off, the Talent Raters magazine is a spin-off of the actual site, Talent Raters. In 2014, I invented the site, kind of to the point where I wasn't really happy with my day job. I just felt like something was missing. I always had a passion for the arts. I've been a drummer since I was 10 years old and like to sing, but I've always liked the arts. I love dancing. And so I always wanted to do like an online website. And I just said, what am I going to do? Like, what kind of website am I going to make? And then finally the light bulb went off. You're a musician, dingbat. Why don't you, do it about music? And that's what the niche started off, is a lot of music. There's a very strong niche of music in Talent Raters. But then I met a colleague of mine in radio in Massachusetts, Gerg Anadem, with Indie Scene Radio.
Nice.
And one of the things that he said to me was, the cream of the crop gets to the top. I sat in on. He said, "You got to sit on one of my shows." And so I did, and then when I did that, I met the lead guitarist of Leaving Eden, Eric Guinan, and he said, the way you're really going to reach out to the bigger talents is starting to do interviews. And so when he said that, he became my very first interview, and then from there it just felt natural, and we just went to the next one and the next one, and I said, you know what, I should make a magazine. And then I said, what do I make the magazine? He said, what are you talking about? What do you make the magazine? TR Magazine, so, and that's how it all kind of came about, and it's been a hit. Since we started, I mean, we've had a lineup of usually a month to a month and a half to 2 months worth of artists in line waiting to get published. So it's
Well,
it's
you
been
know, at
exciting.
first when he told me December issue, I don't know why. I was thinking of Santa Claus.
Because I was telling you about the elf. I said the girl's going to be dressed like an elf.
Yeah, so I thought it was going to be Santa Claus.
Well, she's going to be dressed like Mrs. Claus, but
Mrs.
a
Claus,
very
that's right, sorry.
not the traditional Mrs. Claus, a very
Oh, yeah, I saw the pictures.
sexy Mrs. Claus.
That's okay.
I actually
and
saw the
that's
picture.
okay.
It's just, as long as they don't label me as somebody that's in a lot of trouble
She's
right
very
now.
excited to meet you. She's very excited about
Nah,
the
she-
shoot.
Just keep handcuffs on me and we'll be all right.
She's a sweetheart. She's a nice girl and everything. But Vinny, this magazine, that I'm working with Joe, it has a lot of your old friends in here, which is great. I mean, if you go through the magazine, besides these girls, you'll notice Jeffrey Gurian's in there. Jeffrey.
Oh, yeah.
He used to come to your events, come to your
Sure.
show. He actually did, you don't know her, but you know Max. Max was the wrestling guy. She was the one that I met Joe and her at the same time at the fashion event. And there's Courtney Turner again.
Who's that?
My sister.
Oh, okay.
So she was on the cover, but you're gonna have something similar to this on the magazine. And the thing is that you've been working very, very hard. So Joe and I thought that not only are we gonna get you on the cover, we'd do something special for you. So that's gonna have to wait till the 21st. But as far as everything that's going on with the magazine, we're not just looking for celebrities, we're looking for all different types of talent. And the magazine that, the cover that you're going to be in on December, that's going to be one of the most special issues because we're going to be doing a lot of the mobster
I'm
in the
all
movies.
excited already.
Vinny, you're going to do great. You're going to have a good time. And, one thing I definitely want to add is that not only has Vinny helped my company so many times, but I get phone calls all the time from people that worked with Vinny, and they're always asking how Vinny is, what's going on, And Vinny told me some very exciting news about a big movie you're going to be in.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell him that, Vinny?
Well, there was a movie out, it's already out, called Kill the Irishman with Christopher Walken, Val Kilmer, Ray Stevenson,
Correct.
Paul Sorvino. Now Martin Scorsese is doing a movie
Yes.
called The Irishman. The other one was Kill the Irishman. This one's called The Irishman with Robert De Niro,
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino,
Joe
Joe
Pesci.
Pesci, and a few others, and Vinnie Vella. You know.
See, Vinny got
So
a
I'm not going to talk about my part because, when I auditioned for Casino,
Right.
I auditioned for a part this big, and just before the movie started, they called me up and they said, "Would you be able to stay in Vegas with us for a while?" And they made me the underboss of Kansas City. So my part went from this side to that side, and so I'm not sure what my part's going to be, but they started me off as the owner of a meat market,
Oh, that's great. That's a good part.
Yeah.
So if you want to know something, I count my blessings. If I get a couple of days on that and working with Marty again and De Niro,
Sure.
it's going to be like being with all my friends again.
Yeah. Well, you remember when we went to Kill the Irishman? Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Vinny took me to the actual premiere of Kill the Irishman. And Ray Stevenson was there, Christopher Walken was there. There are a lot of names. And I actually went to I saw the movie before that with him, and then I went again, and we ended up to the after party. And I still remember what Christopher Walken said about you. Christopher Walken walked up to us, he said hello, and he said, Vinny, I'm one of your biggest fans. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And then we hung out with Ray Stevenson all night, and then Julio got thrown out.
And you want to know something? That was a big compliment to me,
Yeah.
because, some people, they just look at the money part of it. And, when I was a kid, I wasn't a bad kid. I was just very mischievous. So I was a kid that your parents used to say, if I see you with that Vinny fella, you'll be grounded. You won't leave this house until you're 21.
Right.
So the parents used to, best stay away from that Vinny fella. He's bad news. So I never got patted on the back for anything. So now later on in life, now that I'm doing these movies, and people are coming over to me, patting me on the shoulder and say, hey, Vinny, you were good. You were very convincing. You stole that scene, That means a lot to me.
It's nice.
Yeah.
And especially like Christopher Walken's
Oh, yeah.
and a lot of other people too
Oh, yeah.
that have come up to me and told me the same thing. That means a lot
Well,
to me.
remember when how many people stop you in the street?
Oh, God.
I've been to events with Vinny, and everybody would be hanging out, and next thing you know, people would he couldn't even get to one section of the club. By the time he got to the other section of the club, it was time to go home. But everybody used to stop him. Remember that?
Yeah, I
And
do.
Little Italy, forget about it.
I do. Well, they're still stopping me now.
Yep.
But, I got to keep this in view. Because sometimes people come up, hey, Vinny, how are you? They shake the hell out of your hand.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
So, and tomorrow I start my treatments, So I have to have this, because I don't want people coming over to me and,
Doing this.
and
Getting too rough.
shaking this.
Right.
But you know how I look at it? As long as I'm able to hold your wrist
You're
and
good.
count money,
Yeah.
I'm ahead of the deal.
See?
I'm ahead of the game. You know?
Well, that's why the shoot that you're going to be doing is very, very simple. It's basically, we're going to be doing it it's actually going to be in Scores, but it's going to be when the place is closed. We're going to use the back room, and they're going to have all the couches.
Is this my surprise?
No, that's not your surprise. And we got our camera crew's going to be there. We have Rob Klein's going to be doing the photos. I have one of my other guys that's going to be there as well. Scott, I think, is going to come. Scott, you're coming, right?
It's got to be there.
Scott's
That's the producer of my show.
Okay, let's
Scott.
give it up for Scott Skolnick, everyone.
All right.
So, of course, Joe's going to be there, and what we're going to do is we have the model Lorna, who actually is going to be on the cover with you. And
What's her name?
her name is Lorna. She's a great girl.
Say what?
Lorna.
And
Lorna.
where is she driving down to, Joe? From?
She's coming up from Virginia.
Wow.
Yeah. And before I forget, I brought a hat and a shirt. I don't know if you can kind of see, but Talent Raiders. So we got your shirt, we got you a hat, and there's a little something that we could do to bring over.
Oh, look at that. Oh, well,
Leave our
thank you so
stamp with
much.
you.
And you
we're
got
very
your-
very
you
good
got your
fan of your
magazine.
work.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, look at that. Thank you so much.
And thank you for having us on the show. We
Oh,
appreciate it.
please.
Oh, wait,
That's
hold
the
on.
very least.
And we got
That's very...
your Talent Raiders pen.
There you go. See that?
You even got one of your pens, too?
Yeah, we got everything for you.
Look at that.
And they write well,
You
believe it
don't
or
have a
not.
blank check, do you?
No, that soon. But you,
What was
Straight
that?
off
Do you
of
know what?
Vistaprint.
Ed Ciani, everyone.
What was that? What did he say?
Ed Ciani, about a coffee mug. I was
That's
literally
nice.
just gonna say that. We were actually talking about getting them, but the funny thing, the one thing, not the funny thing, but the great thing about the magazine, it caters to not just the industry, but it caters to all types of people. Like we mixed in with celebrities, with people that haven't really done much, to people that are actually up and coming. So Joe tries to get the best
It's
of
not
everything.
just like anyone can
Right.
get in, though. You have to be good.
Right.
So you have to be what we consider professional. You have to have talent. The work that comes in has to be high quality videos, high quality images. You can't just, be like
picture's
an
gotta
amateur.
be 300
This is,
DPI.
professionals and then celebrities. A lot of the professionals we feel are just close to breaking to
Well,
celebrity
I'm
status.
happy I fit that.
You do. You totally do.
Yeah, it's just some people, when they send the pictures in, they send them in a very low res. So for instance, when we try to print it out in a magazine, what happens is it gets pixelated, so we can't do that. We want everything to look clear and professional and crisp. So that's why with you, we have a professional photo shoot happening to make it easier, so it looks good and everything. So that's why we're doing it, on the 21st. So this way the cover looks fantastic.
And my surprise to you guys, is because JT said, we're going to make it very fast. You come in at like noon, it'll be
Yeah, a
like
few
2 or 3
hours.
hours.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Listen to me. You hired me. You got me for as long as you need me.
All right. Well,
Fantastic.
I don't
so
want
we
you
got
to
Vinny
take it.
for, we got
I don't
Vinny
want
for a
you
week.
to. I don't want you to
Good
rush.
day, yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
It's definitely
It's a
going to be
pleasure. Honor.
fun. We're going to have a great time. You'll meet some good people there. And what we're also going to be doing is with the magazine, what you're doing right now, we have ads in the magazine, right, for different classifieds.
Trying to get advertisers, that's critical with any magazine that's starting off, to start getting advertisers. So as the magazine circulates, so does the businesses that are helping to advertise and sponsor the magazine. So that's another thing that we're working on. But I got to say, it was really a neat thing that we met JT, because that really broke the acting category wide open with him. Before meeting with him, we didn't have too many actors, actresses, and big faces, and we were just blown away with how many people one after another that JT started bringing in, and more are coming in. And since we met JT and we started our synergy together, our traffic has increased about 10 times in just a short amount of time. So it's really positive, and it continues to stay consistent and increase. So that's very positive.
Have you tried to get other people that had a little clout behind them to?
I would love. So this is like
Oh, you're talking about celebrity-wise.
Yes, we would love to. We would love to get like anybody. It was De Niro, Stallone is my favorite. I mean, he's been my idol since a kid with Rocky movies and stuff. But
Until I came along.
until you came along,
You're the biggest name, Vinny, we have right now.
we're very excited about you.
We're only worried about you right now.
And one of the things is too is that we say, if you're going to be in the magazine, that we appreciate if you take the time to register for free. That's one of the requirements for getting in the magazine, and most people have been fine with that. So that as the site continues to build,
I
the
want
magazine
everybody
builds.
to make sure that you pick up this magazine, TalentRaters.
Yes.
Are we allowed to see the website?
And I'm sorry,
Are we allowed to see the website on here?
who's this one?
Yes, all right.
Just making sure. All right.
TalentRaters.com.
Rules have changed. All right. So if anybody wants to take a look at the website and the magazine, and we also have the virtual magazine, which is free, which is going to be on the link. It's www.TalentRaters.com, and you can see everything on there. My picture's on there, Joe's picture's on there, and please register
now.
for free. Yeah.
You got to be registered to get into the magazine anyway. So if you think you have what it takes to be in TR Magazine, get registered, and then go to our Contact Us page. We have our questionnaire for TR Magazine. We have the instructions, and we also have a photographer release if you need it. And that's everything you need to submit for a review for TR Magazine. We'll take a look at it, and we'll get back to you.
And one thing that we do in the magazine, which Joe invented, the magazine, but also this concept, which I think is genius. Let's say that somebody's in November, right? What he does is, before the magazine actually gets released, it's usually about on the 1st of each month, what he does is he actually puts them online first so they can see their article. And he puts their videos and everything.
Right, so it's kind of our blog section, but we still consider it a portion of TR Magazine.
Right.
Well, what I'm going to do is when I get the magazine with myself on the cover, I have a bunch of people that have a lot of clout.
Well, that'd be great.
You know, and
Very good.
and they're very good friends of mine.
Thank you, sir.
You know, and I'll definitely talk to them and see what I can do to get them to do a little
That
photo
would be
shoot.
That's
fantastic.
awesome.
You know, anything to pump it up, like
And
to help you, like I used to help JT, would be my pleasure.
we have a lot of hard people that work behind the scenes also that I haven't mentioned. We have a developer that works really hard to make the magic of the
This
programming
is our
of the
graphic
site.
designer.
So, and there's our graphic designer.
Let's
She,
get a close up.
She's from Australia, Nicole Hawkins.
Please. This is our graphic designer. This is Nicole. She's the one responsible for putting all this together as far as with the
Good
graphic
Lord
design.
Almighty.
And she's an awesome singer. And what is she? Is she on the cover?
She's going to be on the cover of the next magazine in
Next
November,
magazine.
issue 5, and she's also the lead vocalist of the award-winning band Grand Hour from Australia.
Yeah, and without her, let me tell you.
Let me see
Yeah.
her again.
She really took it
What's
to the
her
next
name?
level. Nicole Hawkins.
God bless America.
Yes.
Yes, all right.
Let's
Very
give it up
nice.
for Nicole.
Yeah.
All right.
She's a really great girl also. He really is.
And we got actually your buddy Nicky Pax. We got Nick Christopher actually is one of our writers now. He's writing for the magazine. Haley Dawn is writing for the magazine. Joe has a bunch of his writers. So we're all combining. We got new writers that are coming on board. So, I mean, things are really just taking off with the magazine.
Good. Well, I really hope that this goes somewhere, especially with. I'm going to pump up the magazine for,
Awesome.
especially for December. I want everybody to pick that up.
That's excellent.
You know, need a couple of copies so that I could.
We'll absolutely get you a few copies.
We'll get you copies.
You know,
if
yes,
you need.
definitely.
This
So,
is, we have your copy right here.
Are they going to be selling these in the store?
We want to. We're trying to figure out how to get that done.
Well,
All right.
right now he has them for $14.99, but there's a 50% off code where they get it half off.
Yeah. So if they use the code 50% space discount and put that in the coupon field at checkout, they'll get the magazine for $8.99. And
If they do, what would check out?
If they put in
the
that
50%.
promo code 50% discount, they'll get the magazine for 50%. And some people say, well, why do you have the magazine for $14.99? Because the online magazine has become so popular nowadays that the printing, so it's a supply and demand. When there's no demand, printing costs go up. But if we can get to sell like thousands of copies, we can get the magazine down considerably. So it's just up there kind of to start, and we have the promo code now to bring it in half. But if we can get a big demand, a lot of people buying their magazines and get a big circulation, we can drop the price considerably from the $14.99.
Well, that's great. That's great.
And we recently just made the preview, the actual magazine, so people can actually go on the website and they can see the first 4 issues and just click on it and see everything.
You know what would have been nice for the magazine, but she's beautiful, but she doesn't have any clout.
Who?
What's her name? Valeria?
Olivia. Oh, Valeria. Well, isn't she away right now?
You know what I'm talking about?
Of course I do. You talk about Miss
Beautiful
Germany.
German girl.
Yeah, I know she is. Of course I know her. I haven't spoken to her in a while, but
I haven't either.
she's in Germany.
Say what?
Well, not Germany. She's in Russia, actually. How about that, Miss Germany and Russia? But
I-
no, but she's awesome. She would have been great for the magazine.
I know, she would. Yeah, she has it all.
Well, maybe I'll give her a call. I have a number.
She changed the number.
I have a new one.
She changed that number. Oh, wow.
I have the new one.
She's
from about a month.
unbelievable, though.
Wow.
Yeah.
But no, but what we can do is, we can find out. But you know, there's like so many different people with so many different stories. He has somebody that's coming in that's a bull rider, right?
I have somebody that we're looking at for January to put on the cover, Brant Atwood, and he actually was very proactive in helping the victims of Hurricane Harvey down in Texas. He's in Texas. He even loaned out his boat to help people and to help round up cattle. And he's a real good boy. He's been stomped and beaten and all kinds of stuff by the bull. He's had his bell rung, but he's also gone the 8 seconds quite a few times too.
He did a show in Madison Square Garden.
Did he? I wasn't aware, but I'm sure he has.
Scott and I went to one of my friends runs the bull riding stuff, and they gave me these VIP tickets. And remember Scott? And they gave us the tour, and we actually met that guy.
So that's what we're trying to do. Not that we can do it every time, but because it's a talent magazine, it's pretty exciting because you can do anything with talent. We'd like to say not just have an actor on every cover, but maybe one